Whew, 100 videos. So if you don't know, in the past, every 100 videos I've gone through and just kind of talked a little bit about, the different videos that happened during that period and kind of, give a bit of an insight into what was going on behind the scenes. I don't know, I kind of like doing it and I think it's interesting to share it. So if you like the talky videos, this one's for you. So yeah, I guess let's just get into it. Now, I do want to start off by saying that I know there's way more than 100 videos on this channel, but this is just including videos in the good videos playlist. Basically all the longer form content that I've put time and effort into, commentary and editing and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I guess let's just get into the videos here. So the first one here is fixing my thumbnails. So I made this video after I got kind of a short little boost of views and subscribers and stuff. You can see 17,000 views in the last 28 days. That was more than my main channel at the time, and that was quite a big deal for me. And that was all, of course, on the decode video, because if you don't know, that video kind of went nowhere for quite a few months, then just spiked to 18,000 views for ages, and then stagnated, and then all of a sudden just the microphone there, but all of a sudden just went all the way up to 200,000 views, which is currently sat at today. So yeah, but this was during that awkward period where it had a little bit of an uptick, but it wasn't quite ready to blow up or anything. And I decided to make this video because I don't know, I wanted to try doing edited content for the second channel. I was getting kind of sick of, I guess, the content on the main channel just because I've been doing it for such a long time, right? So I was just kind of getting sick of it. This was my second channel at the time, by the way, just letting you know. If we go to the description here, you can see there's quite an essay. I'm considering taking these GD videos slightly more serious and actually putting in a little effort, because I feel like I could really contribute more to this community than with my other content. I don't know, Minecraft can kind of feel really saturated sometimes, and to make decent Minecraft videos is actually very difficult, and trying to hold myself to that standard is becoming more and more tiresome. Whereas GD, I feel like the bar is far, far lower, because there aren't nearly as many GD YouTubers to provide content to the growing fan base, so I really feel like I could contribute. The amount of times I've seen videos that fundamentally are basic and bare bones, but because it's GD with commentary, I found myself wanting more, and I simply don't feel the same way about Minecraft anymore. And so yeah, I was like, maybe I should take this more seriously, I'm not 100% sure, and I kind of left it at that for a little while. Until all of a sudden the decode videos started taking off even more. This is when the channel growth really started quite a bit, and I uploaded 30 GD frares as everyone should know, and making a challenge but chat decides the game mode very close to each other. Now both of these videos are funny because these are re-uploads. Yeah, I made both of those videos quite a long time ago, especially the Twitch challenge one. But I was like, you know what? I have a chance to reach a broader audience with this, and at this point, I still wasn't taking it very seriously at all. I thought the growth would kind of fizzle out pretty quickly. And so I re-uploaded those videos, and they did end up reaching a broader audience. They're only a few hundred views each, but for me at the time, that was quite a lot. And yeah, I was really kind of happy with the fact that more people were able to see those videos, Alright, the next video is a bit of a talky video on kind of the growth with the channel and stuff. I'm actually going to watch this real quick. Yeah, this video is kind of blown up for my standards anyway. Yeah, so 64k views. That was a lot for me back then. It wasn't my most viewed video. I had a video that was quite nearing 100k on the other channel, but this was probably, I think, my second or third most popular video I had ever made at this point. It started to become more and more of a big deal. I gained 100 subs very, very quickly, and it was a little bit insane. Yeah, I don't know. And then after this, we have quite a few very iconic videos. We have map packs suck, this level is a 9-star, building a wave challenge, and the first tried challenge video, all right next to each other. Alright, so starting off with the map packs video. This one I didn't really think was gonna turn out very well. As I say, I still wasn't taking this super seriously at this point. I was just like, I'm just gonna play the game, but just add a bit of commentary, do the bare minimum, because I honestly did not think this channel would go to where it is today. I thought it would fizzle out at maybe 1,000 subscribers max, but nope, here we are. And even though at this point I wasn't really putting that much effort into the video, I wasn't taking it too seriously, I was still feeling a lot of pressure for the growth that I was receiving. Because it was the most growth I'd ever seen on YouTube before in the whole 6 years of me doing this thing. And it was kind of scary. It's been kind of hard to make these, to be honest, because I keep trying to record videos under the mindset of that recording I did before is too low quality. I'm trying to live up to impossible standards. Just because the channel is growing heaps, and I've gotten heaps of comments from people saying stuff like, I don't know how you only have blank subs, etc. I appreciate the hell out of it, don't get me wrong, but I feel, probably artificially, pressured to make better videos than I ever have, which in this kind of style is really, really hard, especially considering realistically, I'm still pretty new to this whole GD video video thing. And that basically sums up how I was feeling at the time. I was very conflicted, and I was still very new to making GD videos. The only other GD video with commentary I had done is making a challenge but chat decides a game mode. And that was a stream highlight, so I wasn't even like properly recording, right? So I don't know, it was kind of difficult to try and adapt to that style while being chill, while still, you know, having a little bit of energy and still making interesting comments and stuff. I don't know. I mean, it was early days at the end of the day, right? And I felt really nervous because all of a sudden I had all these eyes on me watching me make this new style of content I hadn't really tried that much before, right? And so I did feel the pressure from that, but the next video would kind of help with that a hell of a lot. This level is a 9-star. This video is a massive video in the history of me on YouTube. This video was a very impromptu video. I wasn't really planning on making this, but I was doing a live stream without really like a main objective, and someone suggested the level Happy Flying, and I was like, you know what, this is an interesting, unique level. I'm gonna make a video on this because I feel like I could make a decent video about it. And now, I mean, it's sat as my 4th most popular video at this point. It was around this time as well I hit 1,000 subscribers, which was a big milestone for me because this is when it overtook what I considered the main channel at the time, Try Depth Bear. I was a little bit annoyed at the time, to be completely honest with you. I was a little bit annoyed that this channel was receiving more growth than the main channel, but that annoyance would quickly go away after a very short period of time, and this video was a pretty big turning point for that. Because I feel like this video really put me on the map in terms of edited commentary videos, because if you go to the map packs video, you look at it now and it's performed like decently. It looks like it's performed decently, but if you go to when I released it, it was underperforming hard. It did not perform nearly as well as any of the short clips I was uploading at the time. But I knew that's what I wanted to do ultimately with the channel, and I knew for the longevity of the channel, I'd probably need to at least do a few of them. But this video performed pretty well out of the box. It did really well, and it really helped motivate me to do more longer form commentary based videos, right? Moving on, we have building a wave challenge, which is, you know, first building video really that wasn't a re-upload because, you know, and I was really happy with how it turned out at the time. And then we've got a video coming up next, which is someone made me a challenge, so I beat it. All right, so that was the challenge. I've been recording for 57 seconds. It's a very short video, as you can tell, and this is kind of where I started doing the hybrid between short form content and longer form content. This video in particular didn't perform very well, but it was still a pretty big video for me because, you know, I'd always wanted to have a fan challenge. You know, you see YouTubers doing fan levels and I'm like, one day I hope that someone will make one for me, and someone finally did. And from here, I mean, it was an absolute Pandora's box. Now there's like hundreds of them and I just cannot play all of them, unfortunately. So yeah, now the next video actually did perform very well, and I think was my top earning video for a while as well. How did I get my ball? This video is funny. So this was probably the first true like hybrid kind of content, right? Hybrid between long and short form content, I mean. And yeah, I was really proud of this video because it was a very short video, which meant I could polish it a lot more and kind of, I don't know, I was able to do more editing things and stuff with it, and I was really happy with how it turned out. And as you can see, it performed very well. And it was around this point I got monetization on the channel. It was something I'd been working towards for so long on Try Death Bear, and I just never ended up getting there. I had the watch time, but I didn't have the subscribers, and by the time I got the subscribers, I didn't have the watch time anymore. So to finally get it on this channel was a very gratifying feeling, to be honest. Not just because I'd finally be earning money, but just because, I don't know, it's a milestone. Moving on, we have the first full-length Try Challenge video and the Slaughterhouse video. Okay. This video was a big video for me because, I mean, it was the first video where I completed an insane demon in it, but also it got noticed by Aeon, who, this is where I like got into contact from Aeon initially, and then he eventually made a video on it and gave me a shout out in the video, which I don't know how much growth that actually got me, but it ended up putting my name out into the community a lot more, and a lot more people recognized who I was as well, which is kind of, you know, it's a pretty big step with, you know, YouTube growth and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so moving on here, we have someone decorated my wave challenge. At this point in time, I felt very connected with the community, you know, like I'd see comments about stuff like, you know, oh, you need to claim the free icons, and then I'd make a video about it, just kind of making fun of it, being like, oh, let me do it. Oh, wait, I forgot what I was gonna do. And stuff like that with how did I get my ball and stuff. I don't know. I feel like that's something I don't really do anymore, and that's something I kind of want to maybe go back and start trying to do again. I don't know. But yeah, then we have the first challenge swap with Car Guy. Oh yeah. He commented on one of my earlier videos, and I got into contact with him on Discord, and and we were talking a bit, and I kind of came up with this idea. I thought it was a unique idea, but I couldn't come up with a decent name that wasn't, you know, kind of looks like it was copying Level Swap, which is like what Woolsey does, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'm really happy with the idea though, and I've really enjoyed doing it with Kai Guy along with, you know, other YouTubers and stuff as well. And I enjoyed watching people like FNM04 do it with other people outside of me. That's kind of what I wanted to happen initially when I made the video. But yeah, doing a collab video, first collab video, I don't do them very often still, but I really enjoyed doing it and I had a really good time with it. Okay, moving on, we have Accu. Alright, this is kind of a big level for me, because this is the first extreme demon I'd beaten in quite a long time. I'd beaten Reverie and ICDX at this point. Those were both quite a while ago, but now they're both considered insane demons anyway. So in terms of what are still considered extremes, the one I did before that was Cataclysm. And I beat Cataclysm in like 2020, early 2020, I think. So it had been quite a long time since I'd beaten an extreme. For some reason, I got really motivated to beat Accu, and I eventually did beat it. And I really enjoyed it. Made a highlights video out of that, and yeah, boom. We have another try challenge video, and I think at this point I was trying to do them once a week. I could never do try challenges once a week anymore, I don't think. I don't know, it's just, it takes so much time, man. It takes so much time. Okay, so at this point I was on holiday on a boat, and I had to kind of stack up some videos to release while I was away. And it was an interesting process, and I got really burnt out. But when I returned, I was really motivated as well. So I got burnt out, but I had a break anyway, and I felt really motivated coming back. And something that I noticed with this video and some of the other videos around this time as well is I felt like my commentary was really kind of monotone and boring. Like the way I talk is just kind of like this, and oh yeah, that's kind of neat. I've noticed my commentary style changed a bit. Yeah, you can see at the time I was like, oh, I don't know, man, I don't know. But yeah, at this time I had a few thousand subscribers, I think, and I was like, all right, the channel's growing quite a bit. This could be my break into, you know, being a bigger YouTuber or whatever. I might be able to make a living off of this. And I still wasn't very certain about it, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and take this seriously. I'm going to try and upload more videos, but still have fun with it, of course, but essentially grind YouTube, right? I don't know. We have another fan challenge video, and then attempting modern decoration. Okay, this video. This was the first video I tried decorating in, and oh my god, to this day, I still get comments from people being like, when are you going to make a part 2 to attempting modern decoration? But I should probably address it. I'm probably not ever going to make a part 2 to that video. I know I said in the video that I wanted to, but I just kind of, I don't know, I lost motivation and lost inspiration. I don't know, I tried to sit down and make a part 2 to it quite a few times, and I just could not come up with ideas for the level. I couldn't make anything look good. I just wasn't happy with how the level was turning out, so I was like, you know what, bugger it, I'm not gonna make it part 2. Okay, Q&A and face reveal. Thank you for 15,000 subscribers. Oh, I genuinely thought this was my 10k special. Okay, well at this point I was definitely like, okay, my channel is a pretty big channel by this point. I'm gonna completely take this seriously. I'm going all in. Bugger try depth bear for the time being, at least. I'm just gonna all in on this and try and do my best. At this point, I was still in school and final exams were coming up, but I was still putting effort into the channel while still trying to manage schoolwork, and it was a pretty stressful time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna last forever. I knew at some point that school was gonna be over and I would have finished the final exams, but it was just kind of like trying to get to that light at the end of the tunnel, right? Moving on to Ferrum Frenzy 100%. Okay, I have so many positive feelings about this level. At this point, I was kind of always working on a new hardest in the background. Like, you know, while making other videos, I was working on a new hardest, which, while doing school as well, no wonder it was stressful, what the hell? But anyway, yeah, so with these levels, I kind of, I don't know, watching back, I remember the feelings of while I was practicing that, and Ferrum Frenzy was like, it was like, okay, this is very extreme demon feeling. It kind of mirrored with my YouTube channel at the time as well, with what I was feeling with the channel, is that my channel was getting to a reasonable size, and I felt like I was kind of where I wanted to be with it, you know? In terms of making a living, I wasn't making nearly enough money to make a living off it at this point. I don't know, I felt established at that point. I felt like before then I probably could have screwed it up, but I felt like at this point I had established a pretty firm base for myself with making longer form content, and I was really happy with where things were going, and I felt very secure with where I was on the platform, right? Anyway, moving on to one attempt challenge, but I practiced, and playing buffed versions of levels. Okay, this video. I just kind of searched for buff this and came across like buffed versions of levels, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play these for a video because I feel like it could, like, you know, turn out for a good video, right? And oh my god, little did I know how well this video would perform. As exams get closer, the amount of videos I'm making is getting lower, but it will increase after they're over. Just gotta wait out this period. At this point, it was, late October. I was like, okay, just gotta wait out this month. And so I was really nervous for this period that I wouldn't be able to recover from this, but with videos like this, I think it was pretty safe to say I was gonna be alright, but yeah. This video towards the end, I think from memory, I was like, this seems like something Eric would do. And then I looked it up while editing, and sure enough, Eric had made quite a few videos on it. That's kind of where the story of this video ends for now, but it will pick back up pretty soon. And we have building a ship challenge. This video was the first video in quite a long time. I was really proud of how it turned out. I was happy with my videos, obviously, but this video, like, I watched it back while editing and I just watched the whole thing through. I thought it was really entertaining. So I had a lot of confidence after making that video, and that confidence would only go up after it because my new favorite wave demon. In that video, I beat the Insane Demon Heritage, and I think I saw Aeon beat it, and I was like, I want to beat that. It's a really good level. It's an awesome level, but what's more important about that is what I say in the intro. Today is a good day. I've been accepted into university already. I still have exams to go, but that means I'm going to have more time to make videos, so let's go. Yeah, so I had gotten an early offer into uni, early entry offer, and basically that means that I still had exams, but I didn't have to worry about them that much because I'd already been accepted into the course that I wanted. And so from there, I was like, all right, time to put more effort into making videos. And the question of university came up in my head. Was I just gonna go to university, or did I want to go ahead and take a gap year? And this decision was a really big decision for me. I took a lot of time thinking about it. I asked as many people as I could for outside opinions on it, stuff like that. And I eventually came to the conclusion that I'm just gonna have to take the gap year. That's where the next video comes in. Like, nobody watched that video, but it doesn't matter because it was more just kind of an announcement video. I don't know. But yeah, I took the gap year and I'm so happy I did it still. I would have started university a couple months ago by now, and I'm really glad that I took the gap year because I'm not ready to put YouTube to the side yet. But yeah, so that was a big turning point for me because during this period, I was focusing on exams, I was stressed out and wasn't uploading very often. I think I uploaded like once or twice a week. Okay, now moving on to building deadlocked from memory is hard. Okay, this goddamn video. Whew, okay, this video was the first kind of, I guess, bit of drama I got involved in, I guess you could say. Essentially, I came up with the idea a little while ago. I made the video, uploaded it, didn't think two ways about it, right? The next morning when I woke up, because I, scheduled these videos to upload at 1 in the morning. When I woke up the next morning, I was met by a barrage of comments and Discord messages and stuff telling me that I had stolen this video idea. Which, of course, I would never steal video ideas, especially without giving credit, right? I generally, if I see someone do a video and I'm like, oh, that would be a cool video, I kind of want to make something like that, I basically always ask the person being like, oh, is it alright if I make a video on this? And I always give credit and stuff because I've been a smaller channel for 6 years and I've had stuff like farm designs and stuff being used without credit being given and all that kind of stuff. It's happened to me before. So I always try to give credit where I can and stuff, but sometimes it's just unavoidable and two people come up with the same idea at the same time. That's just what happens, right? And it was really difficult with this video because anyone who would comment on it being like, oh, the video is really entertaining, there would be someone replying saying, well, actually it's stolen, so no, you're wrong. And that was really difficult for me because it invalidated basically any positive comments that came through. And during this period, I did read every comment on every YouTube video. A lot of people didn't think I did at the time, but oh yeah, I read every comment for a long time. And so, I don't know, I didn't have a positive experience with that video at all. And accusations of stealing content and stealing content ideas, I still get all the time. And it's really annoying because I don't really have a way of disproving it most of the time. Like, I just don't. It sucks, but yeah, something that happened after this, which was just kind of the icing on the cake, and it was Truster made a video doing the exact same thing like a day later, which, as a YouTuber, I know it takes more than a day to make video generally, but he made a video with the same idea a day later, and heaps of people were accusing him of stealing the content idea from me. And I was like, oh my god, is this real? What kind of a timeline are we living in here? It was a headache and a half, I tell you what, oh my god. But yeah, anyway, moving on, we have the race to dethrone Tartarus. This video was a big one. I put a lot of effort into it, and it was a very interesting experience releasing it. I did a premiere with it, so there was a chat there were people watching it live with me, and there were so many people watching it at the same time. It was a very, very positive experience for the first day of it being released. I had such a great time with it, and thank you everyone who tuned into the premiere and stuff. I really, really had a good time doing that. But with the video that I put a lot of effort into, it got a lot more criticism than my normal videos, which I thought is interesting. My theory is that with my normal videos, it's obvious I'm not striving for perfection, but with the Race to Dethrone Tartarus, I kind of was in a way, right? I knew it wasn't going to be perfect. I knew it wasn't, especially considering, you know, I was uploading other videos at the time of this, and it took quite a while to work on. I just had to cut it off at a certain point and be like, this is good enough, I'm going to release this, right? That makes it sound like I'm not proud of it. No, I'm super proud of this video. It is probably my favorite video I've ever made still to this day, and I'm really, really glad I made it. But there were a lot of people being like very overly critical about the video, which I appreciate constructive criticism. I really do, but it was a bit hard to take at first. But, you know, it's made me a stronger person over time for, you know, being able to take criticism like that. And yeah, overall, I don't know. It's a very positive video and also my best thumbnail I've ever made, I think, as well. So yeah, that was a big video, and I still get people mentioning it to this day, being like, oh, you should do a video similar to that. I really enjoyed that. Okay, now, this is a massive one. Buffing blast processing. This video was kind of a sequel to the video where I played buffed levels, but I didn't really consider it a sequel at the time, to be honest with you. I made a buffed level, and I hadn't seen anyone else make a buffed level for a video before, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. But I thought I could do something unique, and that's where I came up with the idea of doing the Arcturus wave type thing. And so I made a video of buffing blast processing, and I honestly didn't think that Eric would play it. I didn't think he would. It's more something I was just doing for fun for a video, right? And this video is my second most popular video to this date. It performed extremely well right out of the gate. It did wonders for the channel as well. It kind of ushered in a new era for my channel as well. I don't know. And then eventually Eric just happened to stumble upon it as well. He happened to just be doing blast processing, because that kicked off everything from that point, with making more buff levels videos, Eric playing them, and then eventually Eric making one and me playing them, all that kind of stuff, right? I don't know. It allowed for a lot of growth on my channel, and if you look in some of my most popular videos, you can see that a lot of them are the buffing levels video, you know, blast processing, geometrical dominator, theory of everything, and eventually Electroman Adventures as well. And I know for a lot of people, it's a lot of people's favorite series on the channel as well, and I plan to continue it as well, yeah. A good map pack. Now, I was a bit nervous about this with the thumbnail because it's a little bit clickbaity. It's a swag route. I don't think I end up doing the swag route in the level itself either. Yeah, I was really nervous that people were going to be like, this is really clickbaity, blah, 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 but nobody did. But yeah, there's been a couple other situations before that and after that where I'm like, I'm not going to include this swag route as a thumbnail. Anyway, moving on, Tried Challenges are back, 30k sub special. Yeah, so I stopped doing Tried Challenges for a while, and that was for a few reasons. First of all, I got really burnt out doing them. I was doing them once a week. I don't know, I stopped enjoying making videos on them, and it became the thing where it's like, the worst video of the week is coming up that I gotta make, you know? And I was like, you know, why am I bothering? I'm just not gonna do this. But another big thing that caused a lot of burnout with that series is I made a video on playing Tried Challenges, but I was not happy with how it turned out. The commentary was garbage, and I was editing it, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna finish this. But this guilt of like, these people that made Tried Challenges and they're not gonna be in a video, they have no chance of being in a video now because they're in a video that I just didn't do well. And from there I was like, oh, I gotta finish it, but then I really didn't want to, and it was just this cycle of like not making a Tried Challenge video. And I got to a point where I was like, I'm just gonna have to cut my losses and be like, I'm sorry, but that's just how it's gonna be. And I just gotta push forward and make another video, because otherwise there's not gonna be any more Tried Challenges played in a video, so it's gonna be, you know, worse, right? So I just decided to cut my losses, make a video on Tried Challenges. And of course, 30,000 subs. Yeah, that was a very big milestone for me personally, because I didn't think I'd ever reach it, to be honest. And I always kind of thought like, you know, if my channel ever does well and it ever blows up like it, you know, has recently, right? I'm gonna peak at 30k. I don't know why I thought that, I just did. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna peak at 30k, that's it, that's what's gonna happen. And obviously it didn't happen. I'm at 50k now, which is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for subscribing, everyone. But yeah, okay, so coming along here we have I found the hardest auto level, which was another disliked one, and that's probably my favorite disliked levels video I've made. And now chat bullies me while I beat Acropolis. This was probably the biggest mistake I've ever made on my YouTube channel ever. Yeah, so I did a stream beating Acropolis, and I thought there were a lot of really good moments in the streams, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a video out of this. I'm gonna make a stream highlights, and you know, I feel like I could title it well and it might perform well. And it did, it performed pretty decently, especially for just a completion, right? Completions generally don't do that well. I don't know why, they just don't. But the main thing of the video was the D's nuts jokes, and I've never been able to escape that to this day. People come in the live streams and try and get me with like the most obvious one, like, do you like the Pokemon Rhydon? It's like, bro, I see right through you. And yeah, it's kind of annoying to this day, but I'm still really proud of the video and I'm happy that I made it. I don't know, just kind of more videos. I'm trying to skip over quite a few because I feel like I've been talking for way too long at this point. You know, more stream highlights. Oh, why is this a 4-star? Okay, this video I need to mention something. The thumbnail of this video is so stupidly similar to a thumbnail that someone else made for the same level. And I swear to God, I've not seen that other thumbnail before. I don't believe myself, to be honest with you. It's insane how similar it is, but that's just the type of stuff that happens. And again, I have no way of proving really that I didn't steal it, but I can promise you that I didn't. If I had seen that other thumbnail, I probably would have done a different thumbnail because it would be way too obvious that I'd be stealing, right? And I think I made a tweet about it at the time. I wasn't trying to steal from that, obviously. I was stealing from my own thumbnail, in fact. This level is a 9-star video. Yeah, that's the true thumbnail stealing here. I was stealing from myself in the past, but yeah. Okay, moving on, we have building a top 1 layout in 1 hour. This was a pretty big video as well. This is the first video where I made Kratos. And I was really proud of how the video turned out. I was really proud of, not the layout. The layout's not very good. A lot of people seem to think that it is alright, and a lot of people are like, this is the worst thing ever. I'm on the side of it's bad because, you know, it was kind of meant to be bad, right? That was the idea of it. But yeah, since then I've been decorating it and I've been getting a lot more into decorating because of it. You know, I wasn't trying too hard with the decoration. I was just kind of going with the flow and just kind of building more for fun than trying to build a rate-worthy level, right? And it's giving me so much inspiration with building levels. Like, I cannot recommend to you enough just building a level that you think it's not that good, but I'm just kind of building it because I want to build it, right? Maybe a joke level, maybe something in the hell theme, I don't know, but it's given me a lot of inspiration to work on more recent levels as well, and you know, just kind of try and improve my decoration a lot more. We have building an extreme demon layout, which is, you know, I honestly wanted to make that for quite a long time, especially with the song Idolize. I don't know, it's something I'd wanted to do for ages, and I saw Wolsey and Aeon doing it recently, and I can't remember who, but someone on Twitter was like, Bride, when are you gonna do one? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Why not? I do want to continue it, but it's really hard trying my best to like make it decent. I expected people to rip me apart in the comments, but surprisingly people didn't, which I was like really happy about. And now we're kind of a little bit more recent here, discovering the 4th dimension on stream, or the Tesseract completion. That is probably my most favorite video that I've released recently. It's my favorite stream highlight I think I've ever done. I don't know, I'm just really happy with how it turned out for some reason. I tried a different title and thumbnail, but it didn't perform well, so I'm like, you know what, it's not performing well anyway, I'm just gonna change it to something. I'm gonna change it to something different. I'm gonna try to make a decent thumbnail in kind of the same kind of vein of style that a lot of other GD YouTubers do, right? Okay, then we have the April Fool's videos. I don't know, they're just little April Fool's videos. I always like to do stuff on April Fool's every year for videos. I don't know, it's kind of funny. And then yeah, here we are today, video 100. It's actually insane how far the channel has come and how far everything has come in the past 6 months. 100 videos and 50,000 subscribers. I honestly never thought I'd be sitting in this position that I am right now, ever. I didn't think this would ever happen, and it's always kind of been a dream of mine, you know? I don't know, I always wanted to try and pursue YouTube full-time, try and, you know, make videos full-time, be able to express myself creatively through this medium all the time, every day. It's the position I'm in at the moment, and I cannot be more thankful. Like, it's 9:37 AM on a Monday morning, and my plan for today is literally to work on making videos, and then I'm gonna go out later tonight with my mates, and then go home, go to bed, and then wake up the next morning and then make more videos, you know, which is, you know, obviously generally it's not quite as simple as that. There's a lot that goes into it that's not just making videos. A surprising amount, actually. That's one of the things I was surprised about going into YouTube full time, but yeah. It is honestly a really long-term dream of mine coming true, something that I've tried to work towards for so long, and it's finally happened, and I need to say thank you so much, seriously. Thank you so much for accepting me into, you know, the GD YouTube sphere and watching my videos and sticking with me through dry periods as well. I know there's been periods when my videos haven't been as good as they have been in other times, and I want to say thank you so much for supporting me just through everything, you know? It's been one hell of a journey so far. It was already one hell of a journey before, you know, this whole channel blew up or anything, but it's absolutely exceeded my expectations by a millionfold, and I'm really excited for what lies ahead in the future for this and where this is gonna go from here. I'm just sitting here thinking about the future and it's actually making me nervous. Oh my god. But yeah, like I say, it's been an absolutely insane ride. It really has. Thank you so much for all of your consistent support throughout the past 6 months. It's been absolutely wild, and I can't wait to see what happens in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.